Hey everybody, Justitude here. We're going to be doing a little thing called League of Legends for Dummies by a dummy. Yes, I'm a dummy. Continuing on. Ooh, felt my stomach. That felt weird. Continuing on. At the home screen, you can see that there's a lot of different things. In the top right, you've got your loot, your store, and you've got RP and Blue Essence. Now, Blue Essence, before, used to be IP. This is for all the new beginners that are just barely getting into the game. Blue Essence is going to be your way of unlocking champions and other little things. Basically, that's pretty much it. You can only get champions. Like, seriously. That's it. That, and you can unlock masteries. Yeah. Fantastic. Whatever. Continuing on. Now, at the home screen, you're going to have several things. You're going to have your overview, and you're going to have everything else that they want you to know about that's going on in League of Legends. Now, every now and then, you will get a thing that's called your shop. This thing is also really cool, because whenever you do it, you get discount skins. Now, yes, you have to pay for RP, so basically they're just giving it to a discount for that holiday. It could be Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, it could be Easter, whatever it is, they decided they're going to put out a shop. And they help it to where you could be able to get more expensive skins at a cheaper rate. I would actually recommend you not doing that until you've actually gotten to a point where you understand which champion you like. Now, I would go over profile, but the profile is basically explanatory. It tells you everything about yourself and who you are. If you're a level 5 honor, which honor levels are basically how well you are to playing with other people. Are you toxic? Are you mean? Are you nice? Are you good enough to get along with throughout an entire game? You have your dynamic background, which tells you right here that basically it's the champion that you played most in the last 20 games. Then you have boosts. I don't know what boosts are available anymore except for XP boosts. Then you have your chest. These are the things that you can earn if you play your champion well enough in a match, and you get an S- or higher. Just like in high school when you got an A+, and your mommy and daddy got you a toy. Great! Continuing on. Your match history. This tells you exactly everything you need to know about every one of your matches. You can be able to go into it, you can be able to see exactly how you did, and how everyone basically did. You get an entire scoreboard. It tells you your KDA. KDA, kill, death, assists. Continuing on. You also have your CS. CS is going to be one of the things I'm going to be teaching you how to acquire in this game. CS is a very big important thing. For someone who's going to be able to do a lot of damage and be able to do pretty well in the game, you're going to want to be able to get CS pretty fast and pretty efficiently. You don't, you feed. You also can be able to look at exactly how much gold you earned in every game. This tells you exactly how much. This is also affected by your CS, which I'm going to teach you, and is affected by your kills. These help the other people's gold go up. Continuing on, we have our overview. This tells you exactly how much of a gold advantage you have throughout the game. Typically, you can see where you started to really win the game, and there was not a chance for the other team. Once you get to a certain point, it's just, yeah, it's easy to look at. But, yeah, continuing on. Down below, you can see exactly where the fights were, who was fighting, and who got killed by who. Or got killed Teemo. Xayah killed Teemo. Biz killed Akali. Biz killed Vayne. Continuing on, that's it. You can also go to Team Gold, see exactly how much gold you guys had, and you can go to Champion Gold to see how long it took you to be able to get certain gold. As you can see, I had a constant steady, and about 2 minutes, I only had 575 gold. But that's when it started to rise, and it went flying up from there. Continuous steady, except for right here. Don't know why my gold started to slow down. From there, you could be able to go to stats, and you could be able to get all the information that you need, exactly how much damage you dealt per champion, and you can see exactly who, and it tells you with this cool little graph what everyone did. Not that hard to be able to understand. Your largest killing spree, your multi-kill, which is great, your count control score, basically telling you how well you did at controlling the enemy while they were fighting. First blood, as you can tell, Teemo got that. Fantastic. When it's not me, I don't like it. Graphs. These will be able to help you be able to decipher all the information you want. You can add as much information as you want, you can have as minimal information as you want, and you can be able to see exactly who led in what. As you can tell for this one, Xayah had the most damage to champions the entire game. Runes! You can be able to see exactly which runes you had. If you liked the way it worked, you could be able to see, and you can see exactly how effective it was. Did it damage a lot of people? Did it heal a lot of people? Was it active? Did you actually use this rune? Now, runes are everything I'm going to be going to right before the game. We're going to actually go and talk about that and see. Let me just give you a brief understanding of exactly what they do. Now continue on, you can pick here, you can see that you have all your champions. These all have different roles. Each one you're gonna have to learn. There's a lot of videos out there that basically tell you, but as you can see that there's only several types of roles. Assassins, fighters, mage, marksman, support, and tanks. Each one has their own purpose. But just like all these roles, real quick, as you can tell that most of them have various areas of expertise. Some of them deserve to be in mid lane, some of them deserve to be in jungle. Just depends on where you're fighting and what you're playing against. Matchups are a big thing in this game. Your skins tell you exactly what skins you have. These tell you exactly when you acquired them and how long ago you had them and, well, basically, whatever. Tells you exactly what they are. As you can tell over on the right, these are ultimate skins, mythic skins, legendary, and epic. If you have those, that's great, fantastic. I have one chroma. Why? Teemo needed white. It was snowing. He needed to be camouflage. Shut up. Legacy skins. These skins are the ones that are usually not being able to be purchased anymore. You can usually only get these in hex tag chests. You also have your emotes. Now League of Legends has emotes. Yes, the most cancerous game on earth now has an ability to be able to taunt the enemy. Yay. As if flashing your mastery was not bad enough. Your runes. Jumping into runes, you can see that we actually have different stuff. Now, I only have 2 set. Reason being is because I usually play Teemo, and I like playing the new Zoe. She's a great champion to me, and she's pretty fun and annoying. It's awesome. So I'm going to show you one of them. My on the spot. This is the one that I use to be able to just pick whatever champion, and I quickly just set one up. By doing this, I'm not 100% an expert on being able to actually know exactly which one goes to which. So you'd actually have to watch a different video for that. So if someone has out there a rune video, definitely watch it. They'll explain how this works. For me, I usually go to 2 different websites to be able to pick out which ones I should be having for my champions. Now I go to either Pro Builds or I go to Mobifier. These 2 are very good at being able to help you be able to find rune sets for each champion. Usually you want to do this before going into a game, unless you're pretty fast at setting once you select your champion. Sometimes you're the last one and you only got 30 seconds, so you gotta hurry up and do it. Another thing, you have spells. These spells are two spells that you get to bring into game. Example here being Ghost. Ghost increases your speed for 10 seconds. After 2 seconds, when you start the spell, you're at full speed. Now, there is a cooldown, a pretty large cooldown for these guys, and they can be up from 180 seconds to 300 seconds. Now, typically you don't want to waste these. These are used only for certain times in the game. Now, I have always been made fun of for teleporting at the wrong time, and everyone always tells me, what was with the teleport? You didn't need to do that. And I am definitely guilty of that. Continuing on, you have Flash, you have Heal. Well, continuing on, we're going to start off from the beginning. We have Ghost, which I already explained, Heal. This is good for ADCs or anybody that is expecting to be hurt a lot and to possibly try and escape death. You have Barrier. Barrier is just like Heal, but the only thing is it's only temporary and it gives you a small shield to where you can block off a little bit of damage. You have Exhaust. Exhaust is going to slow down the other person, their movement speed, and it's also going to reduce their damage by 40% for 2.5 seconds. This is very helpful sometimes in team fights. So usually a support will carry this, and an ADC will have this one. Here you have Clarity. Clarity is good for mages that need a lot of mana, that are going to know that at the very beginning or at some time they're going to really need that quick grab of mana. Now this restores 50% of your mana, and it only restores allies around you for 25% of theirs. Cooldown to 40 seconds. I didn't tell you the other cooldowns? I know, my bad. Mark! Mark is a different one. This one is to be able to hurry up and get you to a different champion or someone around you. You can throw it. It's like a snowball fight. You throw it at him. But you can re-engage, and what it does is it takes you right to the other champion. So as you'll see that he throws it, enables, he hits it again, right onto the champion. One of the most popular is Flash. Flash is one of the, well, most used and is always used spells. This one you always want to have on you. You always need Flash. Why? Because it's a great engage, disengage. It's good at being able to help dodge at the very last minute when you know you're about to get killed. But a lot of people mistake and use it at the wrong times. And you will see a lot of people will probably make fun of you if you mess up and you use your Flash wrong. Just like the example that you see above, if you had messed up and you didn't flash over the wall, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of crap for that, and people are gonna laugh at you if they see it. Teleport. Teleport gets you all the way around anywhere with an ally tower or minion. Or you can put down a ward, which I'll show you in game what a ward is. This will take you for 4.5 seconds. It takes you to channel to be able to send you, and it'll take you immediately anywhere on the map that any of these items are present. But it has to be allied. Cleanse is good for being able to use whenever you happen to have some type of crowd control on you, such as you see in the video to the right. She got stunned, frozen to where she can't move. Cleanse immediately takes that away, cleansing you of the debuff. Ignite is a very annoying one that I've always hated. If someone ignites you, basically you receive fire damage for a little while, and yeah, it burns. And usually people throw this onto you right before they kill you, so that even if you get away, you're still dead. Smite. Smite is used for junglers. This is being able to help them be able to clear the jungle a lot faster. As you can see, when you use Smite, you actually heal. And it does a large amount of damage to a minion. Now, this actually can go up from 390 damage, which is true damage, a little bit different than regular AD or AP damage, to 1000 true damage. The cooldown on this is really low. This is meant for junglers. This is meant for the people that are going to be running in the jungle, clearing the jungle, and helping gank you. Items. This is where you can be able to make your own custom builds. If you want specific items for your champions while in game, you could make an entire list of it to where it's easy to access and everything's right where you want it, and be able to just have a preset list. That's basically all that is. As you can tell, I have one for Poppy. What does it have? Certain things that I like to put on Poppy. Easy. Done. That means that I don't have to go through any other items except for this one. Did I just burp while talking? Your loot is everything that you've earned. Basically all the stuff that you get, you can have. Materials, champions, skins, emotes, ward skins, icons. That's a help button. The help button is going to help us actually, so we can be able to go through this. Alright, so you have orange essence, blue essence, and rare gemstones. These are your essence and your gemstones. Your blue essence is going to be able to help you be able to unlock items such as champions and masteries. Masteries is how well you play a champion. If you get enough to a 5 level, if you level up that champion by playing him enough, he'll become a level 5 mastery. Once you want to try and get a level 6, you have to get an S+, an S- or up. You cannot get anything below in order to earn what you see on the right. Mastery champion. These mastery champions help you be able to unlock the level 6 for this champion. Your orange essence is going to be able to help you do other things, such as new items, skins, icons, and emotes. These are used to unlock that. Getting this stuff, though, is, however, really difficult. The only way to actually get this stuff is you actually have to get a skin shard, which could potentially become a permanent skin for you, and disenchant it. Yep, you have to sacrifice a possible skin just to get this stuff. Your blue essence, you have to sacrifice champion shards, which are down below. These are your champion shards, which you can be able to get to where you can unlock them. As you can see, I own certain champions. It'll tell you up in the top right that if you own it or not. If you disenchant it, you get a certain amount of blue essence. If you upgrade it, you lose all this essence. Now, looking at it, you would think, oh, well, if I already own the champion, I could just go ahead and get rid of it. No, you don't want to do that. If you play the champion enough and you want to unlock their Mastery 6 for certain champions, as you can see, it says if you have a Nar Shard with 2 tokens, like I have 2 tokens, you can unlock this without using blue essence. Fantastic. I like that. But do I have a Nar Shard? No. Yeah, you gotta earn those in champion capsules or hextech chests. Great! Continuing back to the help. You can earn chests and keys by doing, like I said, certain things, and certain achievements will give you that, and also high grades. You have your types of items. These are different types for your skins and your rarities of your wards and anything like that. Epic, Legendary, Mythic, and Ultimate. I've never really put these in a row. I just know that certain ones match up with certain ones, and the best ones are, from what I can tell, Ultimates. But yeah, continuing on. Rerolls. These are used in a mode called ARAM. Now, going into ARAM is a little different. I won't be going over that one actually. If y'all do want me to go over what ARAM is and how you play ARAM, I'll teach you that, but most of the time, most of the people stick with Summoner's Rift. Now, like I said before, you could upgrade these champions, or you can disenchant them, which what I was saying is you probably shouldn't do unless if you already have Mastery level 7 and you don't have any use for the shard. If you have the champion shard and you have blue essence enough, which is also cheaper, hear that, cheaper to buy it if you have a champion shard than to go and actually buy it from the store for blue essence. Example, I will go over and show you one that I have. Example here we have is Hecarim. Hecarim is a champion that you can buy. As you can see that Hecarim is 4,800 blue essence. That's without this shard. If you have this shard, you can upgrade him into a champion for half that. So, yeah. I don't know about you, but I'd rather spend 2,800 than 4,800 blue essence. Just a quick little tip, just so in case if you don't want to be wasting your blue essence, like I have. Because I got stuck in this way. And I didn't realize I could do this. Hate life. Now, forging is a little bit different. Forging, you can turn different things. Now, as I said before, there was the hexstone, there was the rare gemstone. These rare gemstones can be turned into different things. These different things are some really rare stuff. As you can see, these things are only exclusive to Hextech crafting. Meaning as in you have to have the right amount of Hextech gems, these guys, in order to be able to create one of these. You can be able to create an emote for 2, or 1, or you can wait and get 10 of these, and you can get an exclusive skin that almost nobody has unless you have 10 gemstone. I've noticed a lot of people have certain ones. Vain. The last 2 are activating rental, which I'm going to tell you never do. Don't ever do it. It's just a waste. Just please don't touch this ever. Do not get a champion shard and activate the rental. It's stupid. Don't do it. For the love of goodness sake, don't ever do it. Disenchant. I was saying before, if you have one that's already reached a level Mastery 7, do this. Disenchanting gets you blue essence or gets you orange essence depending on what you have. If you already have the item to, or the champion to Mastery level 7, or if you already unlocked the skin before, disenchant it. You need it. Your store. This is the place where League of Legends makes all its money. Yes, look at all that RP pricing. Oh, doesn't it just look so beautiful? You can buy pretty much anything here that you want. And you can buy champions with blue essence or RP. You can buy skins with only RP. You can also go to Hextech Crafting, which is all the little stuff that they have for you. Hextech chests, bundles, for now, Snowdown capsules, which are awesome. I'm going to tell you that right now. You can get 3 possible skin shards and an ultimate, which is amazing. I think it actually shows this. Yes, it does show this. Look at this. You get bonus orange essence. You get 3 possible skin shards. This is everything it contains. I've done this already like 3 times now. And I also got a gemstone, which is a beautiful. You can also get a Hextech exclusive skin shard, which I really wished I had got. I was so wanting that. And then you can get possible gemstone of Hextech crafting. 1 to 3 of them. So you could get 1 to 3 of these guys just for opening one of them. Your emotes are the most cancerous thing that has joined League of Legends. This is the thing that you can taunt everyone with in the game just by throwing it up there and being annoying. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, League, for making it worse than the Mastery. Why? Your last thing is accessories. These are going to be your little wards. Basically, it's to where when you place down a ward, which I'll explain later, can be a little bit more decorative than just a plain ward. It won't look like everyone else's, and it'll have a unique look to it. Doesn't really do anything to buff you up, it just looks really pretty. You can also do summoner icons, which you can actually unlock a lot of these by a whole bunch of them. Not specifically these, but you can unlock a whole bunch of different icons just by playing the game throughout time. I really recommend don't buy these until later in the game whenever you really decide that you're going to be playing this for a while. Like I said earlier, the only boosts that I know of are XP boosts now. There used to be different boosts, IP and XP. Each one was different. It was great. I liked it. I miss it. Rune pages. You can buy more rune pages and you can have more runes pages already automatically set up, just like the item pages I told you before. Your bundles are just the back same thing. You can buy a whole bunch of them in one price. Easy. Whatever. Don't do it. Continuing on. Going into it, we have different types of game types. We have our seasonal, which this is usually the one that's, depending on what time of year it is, they'll throw something out there. ARAM, Earth. They'll throw different other stuff, and most of the time it's just only for a little short period. They're fun sometimes. Other times they'll get you to where you get tilted. Yep, where you get to a point where you're just making totally bad decisions every minute of the game. ARAM is a different one. This is when you get 10 different champions, all of them on one narrow bridge fighting. Yes, chaos on a bridge. That's all it is, chaos on a bridge. Your Twisted Tree line is teams of 3, 3v3, and you've only got 3 lanes. It's a little more fast-paced than Summoner's Rift. Summoner's Rift, which is the last one, is your most slow-paced one. This is going to be the one where you have 5v5, and it takes sometimes up to 25 minutes to an hour-long game. You have different modes in Summoner's Rift. You have Draft Pick, Ranked, Solo, or Duo, and Ranked Flex. Blind Pick means that everyone can pick any champion, no bans, all the champions are available. Draft Pick means that only certain champions are allowed to be picked. Basically, what happens is everyone at the very beginning gets to ban a certain champion. After that, you must pick a champion. If the other team picks their champion, and it's the one you wanted, before you do, you can't pick them either. Ranked, Solo, and Duo. That's pretty explanatory. Ranked Flex means basically you have to have a party. More than 2, I think. Continuing on. You have your co-op versus AI. This is perfect for newbies. This is perfect for people just getting into the game. If you really want to play, try it out. Go into intro, it'll teach you a whole bunch of cool stuff, and beginner and intermediate. It'll teach you a lot of things. Pay attention to what it says. It's very helpful to just at least get started. Now, you do have training. Training is very fun on some of this stuff. It'll teach you exactly how to be able to do certain things. If you don't like the tutorial, that's why I'm building this video. You can do also battle training. Battle training will teach you advanced techniques. It'll teach you some more than just basic stuff. Once you get to a point where you really understand what you're doing, you have the practice tool. The practice tool is basically just like it's like a sandbox, basically. You can change a lot of different stuff on your champion. Raises levels, give yourself gold, make everything invulnerable, everything you can think of. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the practice tool, and I'm going to show you some things. Now, this stuff isn't exactly 100%. This is your landing screen. Landing screen meaning as in you got to be able to pick a champion. Once you're able to pick your champion, you can be able to pick according to whatever lane you're going to be in. Blind pick, you actually have to call it out. You would have to go down to the bottom and type in, if you want mid lane, type in mid. If you want top lane, top lane. If you want bottom lane, bot. That means you want to be the ADC. You want to be the support, and you want to help the ADC. Support. If you want jungle. Seriously, that's it. It's not really hard. Continue on, you have your different stuff. You can be able to pick exactly which kind of stuff you want to be able to use, which is your runes. You can be able to pick your different spells, and you can pick your different wards. But since we're in draft, yeah, I can't do that. We are going to pick Gnar. Now, as you can tell with all these different types, there's different ones. Inspiration is good for, well, healing. Then you've got your sorcery, which is good for mages and good for people that have a lot of magic abilities. Then you've got your precision. This is good for ADCs and good for people that do a lot of straight up basic attacks right away. Domination is good for people that do a lot of damage really fast. And then you got your Resolve, the Colossus. This is good for tanks. We're gonna do, just for the heck of it, oops, Domination. You click lock in, so go ahead and do that. Do not let the timer run out. You will dodge, and then sometimes you will get banned for a little bit. Okay, now here we are. We are in this rift. Now, being in the rift, we can be able to do multiple things. Yes, you're gonna see a little bit of options that you don't usually have. This is because I am in training mode. The reason I'm in training mode is because I can be able to do a lot more, a lot quicker. Now, doing this, you're going to be able to see that moving around really quick is easy. Right-clicking is to be able to get your character to wherever you want him. Now, you can do some pretty cool stuff, which is Control and F1. Your character will interact with you. He will do something. For me, mine plays with his little toy, lies down. This is a taunt. Control 2 is to taunt your enemy. Some of the champions has specific taunts. These taunts will target certain ones. If I did this to Fizz, he would say shark. Reason being, Fizz throws a huge shark at you. You can also make him dance by hitting Control 3. Everybody has their own unique dance. You can also make them laugh. When you make them laugh, that's pretty much it. Each one has a different laugh. Now, getting into the core of the game, one of the things you really need to do, which I'm going to go ahead and just teleport myself over to a different part of the map. Alright, so, being in the middle of the map, we see that this is mid lane. Being in mid lane, you will see that we have our minions showing up. Each one having about 473 health. Now, when you're fighting minions, typically you want to do one thing to be able to raise your One thing when you're wanting to do these, I gotta learn to speak English correctly, is you want to be able to last hit. Last hitting is really easy if you understand what you're doing. As you can see, their health is dropping down. Great. Once you hit them at the very last second, you get bonus gold. This is how you get CS. As you can see, my counter is going up. 3. Each time, you can do this, and you can be able to make it to where you can buy items a lot faster. If you miss it, it's not a big deal. Continuing on, that is CS. It's really hard to be able to get that at the very beginning because you've got to learn how much your champion does and how quick you can be able to kill a minion once he gets down to that level of health. Recalling is one of the things you will need to do whenever you're in trouble. Whenever you're low health, it is always good to be able to recall. Whenever you go into a fight, always make sure you don't go too close. As you can see on the map, there is a line around this turret. This tells you that inside this turret range, it will attack you. Now that I am low health, I need to get out. If I don't get out, I will get killed by a full health champion that could probably come in and kill me. I will hit B and recall. So adorable, little Nar. So adorable. Continuing on, once you get back to base, you will heal. The closer you are to the back of the base, the faster you heal. Supposedly, that's what I've read as a hint on this thing. I don't know why it said that. But anyways, continue on. When you're down here, you will see that, well, you will have more gold than this. Whenever you come back, you will have about, hopefully, about 1,000 gold. When you come back, you can be able to buy certain items. As you can see, this requires this. So if I said I wanted more health because I needed a little more health to be able to last in my matches, I could buy a ruby crystal. Once I buy this ruby crystal, I can be able to earn some more gold. Once I get to a certain gold, as that was 800, now it is only 400 because I have one of the ingredients to make it. It's almost like a recipe. Each one that you get can be used to create something else for a cheaper price. Unlike whenever you just had the ruby crystal, you only get plus 150 health. You can also get an additional 50 more health, and 10% cooldown. 10% cooldown is good because all the cooldown does is it makes it to where you can use your abilities a lot quicker. So as you can see, when I use my Q, I have a cooldown. Mine changes because of the ability that it has. When I catch it, my cooldown drastically reduces. If I didn't catch it, I have to wait the entire duration of that cooldown. Once you level up, you will see that certain abilities will become available. You get an ability point every single time. Try and level up the ability that's according to your champion. Whereas for Nar, one example, if I leveled up a few times, I would have a few different types. Now, I would have Hyper Wallop. This is the one I would want to do. So I would be leveling that until I had no more to be able to, because you can actually restriction on according to what level you are to how high the level this ability can be. Now, you always want to unlock your ultimate as soon as it becomes available. Your ultimate is your strongest move. Some people get 2 different ultimates, some get only 1. Just depends on the champion you pick. So as you know, that's item building and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you pretty much how to build a full build item. What a full build item means is that you bought an item that cannot be upgraded anymore. As you can see, we have the Kindle Gem. The Kindle Gem can be built into one of these different items. So if we say, let's say I wanted Spirit Visage. Spirit Visage, it gives me 250 plus 25 magic resist if I get the Spectral's Cowl. But if you get it all together, all the bonuses add up and gives you a little bit extra, which is always good to have. But as you can see, it also increases all healing by 30%, which is awesome. So what we'll do is we'll say that we didn't buy it all at once. We buy this. As you can see, I'm getting different items, each one getting up to become something else. So if you're watching the enemy and you happen to memorize certain items, you can be able to kind of guess at what they're going to be buying next. So you'll be building that, and those 2 items turn into a Spectral's Cowl. Now you have these 2 items. To be able to, what's good about this is that you can make it to where items that would take up all your spaces only take up 1. This is a full build item, your Spirit Visage. Your Spirit Visage will give you all these bonuses, and typically, if you can tell, one small item only gives you so little, whereas a full item gives you tons of stats, and that's always good to have. Basic explanation, nothing advanced, not going too much into it. Now you have two bases. Your two bases are here and here. Now you can't see anything over here because this is called the fog of war. Everything outside of your visibility. How can you be able to make it to where nobody can get through the fog of war without you being able to know? Ah, wards. Wards are one of the things that you really need to practice on using. If you're an ADC or in your bot lane or any lane, specifically best always for the bot lane, which I always say that this is what the support's supposed to do, which everyone says. The support is supposed to be warding a lot. Now, the ADC should help out. You are working as a two-man group. You're working together as a group. You're stuck with each other. So you might as well make the best of it. So what you do is you usually put wars down. Now, I'm putting the wars down in the best two spots for defensive stats. When you're in this position, you can be able to see anybody coming through this area. So if they come through here and they're going to try and gank you and they're going to try and go down, you'll see them before they get to you. If they're going to try and flank you and they're going to come around here, they will actually be seen on your map. You will see their icon down here below. Towers. Towers are one of the things that help you defend your base. Taking a tower is called taking an objective. The more towers you take, the more gold your team receives. If you have a certain amount of towers taken, it makes it to where your gold is increased vastly, making it to where you can actually win the game a lot quicker just by gold advantage. As you can see, some champions have different abilities where they can transform into something totally different. So whenever you come up here, you're going to basically want to go under the turret. If the enemy champions are here, it is a very bad idea to be under this turret. If the enemy champions attack you and you attack it, well, the turret will stop attacking your minions and attack you. If you have minions underneath, you will be safe. As you can tell, when I go under, there is a minion. I'm safe. As soon as that minion goes away, it's ready to target me. Recalling out here is usually a bad idea. Don't ever do this. The best way to recall is always usually going into somewhere that no one can find you. Go into a bush, go somewhere back behind towards your space, somewhere away from the enemy so that they won't attack you while you recall. They can kill you while you recall. These are your basic stats: AD, AP, armor, magic resistance, attack speed, cooldown, critical strike, and movement speed. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can also look at all of your runes effects on you. These tell you exactly what your runes are doing for you. You can be able to go through this by hitting Control-C. These are the basic ones that you're really going to need. You're not really going to need the other one. It's kind of... For me, it's kind of a waste. I've never really used it too much unless I'm trying to start a new build. For you, I would recommend just going ahead and using the basic builds that they already have. For those, go to another video that probably has it, unless I've already posted one. If you guys want me to do that, I will go into full detail for every rune. I'll try and explain as best as I can, but this is just all I can do for now. I'm going to show you two spells for an example. Say you have to hurry up and get back to turret. You can use your teleport by hitting D and clicking on your turret. This will take you immediately there. This helps you be able to get to certain places to defend it a lot faster. Flashes are good for being able to get away, just as we showed below, or engaging. You can be able to get over terrain quicker or get escapes from a part that you would be killed. Now, you have different plants inside the jungle. While you're traveling from lane to lane, you will see that there's different ones. One of them being the blast cone. This actually launches you from one location to the other. Say you want to get away from an enemy, and they're right here and coming at you, and you're almost dead. If you stand here, you will be able to jump over the wall without using flash and get away. Great escape. Another thing you should be considerate of is the honey fruit. The honey fruit is always here. There's usually one here, and usually one here. Now, that's also the same on this side of the map. On this side of the map, there's only one of them, and that one is this one. That's only one on this side. Continuing on, you will also have a different type of plant. This is called a Skyre's Bloom. I think I said that right, Skyre's Bloom. Yeah, Skyre's Bloom. Skyre's Bloom, whenever you hit it, on the opposite side of where you hit it, will send out a wave that'll show everything in its path, including marking champions whenever it hits one. As you can see on the mini-map, it showed that there was a change, and it showed everything that was around there. Since there was no enemy champions, there was no pings. You have two main locations, for epic monsters. One of them is the Dragon Pit. Now you will have different dragons here, each one of them giving your team different buffs, each one getting them a little bit stronger in a different way. For the Mountain Drake, it makes it to where gives you a permanent boost to certain things, structures, towers, anything that's basically item based, and it also gives you a permanent boost to all epic monsters as well. Your other location that you're going to want to keep an eye out is here. This is the Rift Herald. The Rift Herald is one of the items that was one of the epic monsters that you can kill. When you kill him, you get a Void Relic. When you get the Void Relic, you can pick it up and you can crack it. When you crack it, it actually will make it to where you can use him as an ally temporarily in lane. This is good for being able to take a turret. If you're really close to being able to take a turret, he can knock turrets down pretty darn fast. I won't show you how to do that, you'll have to learn on your own. Later in the game though, as you can see, I'm continuing on because I only got a certain point when the Baron decides to show. The Baron is another epic monster. Now continuing on, this is the Baron. The Baron is one of the most important to being able to finish a game. This guy will give your entire team a Baron buff. What does the Baron buff do? The Baron buff is also, it makes it to where I swear, I need to live. I need to live throughout this video at least. Killing epic monsters. I am destroying turrets. Killing this monster grants a Hand of Baron buff to the living members of your team, granting a large amount of attack damage and ability power to them, as well as dramatically enhancing the power of nearby allied minions. This means that you have super minions. And as you can tell, minions have kind of gathered here. Now the last thing I'm going to teach you is taking the base. Basically what you want to do is you want to hurry up and try and get in here. Once you've destroyed this last turret, you will destroy an inhibitor. An inhibitor to be able to summon super minions. Super minions. What are super minions? Let me show you. Now, this is a super minion. Super minions are basically strong versions of a minion. These guys can take out objectives very fast. If you have these guys coming up against you, you want to destroy them as quickly as possible and to not let them in your base. Continuing on, once you get through here, you'll be able to actually get into the base. Once you get into the base, you'll go ahead and try and destroy the two inner turrets. These are the Nexus turrets. Once you've destroyed these, you can be able to attack their Nexus. To be able to attack the Nexus, you have to have this inhibitor or one of the other two, which is this one or this one, have to be destroyed in order to be able to attack the Nexus, as well as these two turrets. Once you have these two turrets knocked down, you're good to go on attacking the base. Now I'm gonna let you go ahead and see exactly what happens when one of these super minions get in. As you can tell, they take a lot of hits. They are very strong, they have a high amount of defense, and they can destroy a turret very, very fast. Typically, you will not be here in this area until all the champions on the enemy team are destroyed. Whenever you're doing this, hurry up and try and do it as fast as possible. If you see the enemy team about to spawn, which you will see their spawn times right here, you will want to get out of the base. For us, it's not an issue. Now this is the Nexus. Once you kill the Nexus, this is the end of the game. You win. One thing you do not want to do, which I will show you while they're destroying the Nexus, is walk into the fountain of the enemy team. Why? It destroys you really, really fast. Basically, after the end of the game, this is what you got. You've got your stat screen. This is going to be where your after game is going to be. You're going to have your chat and everything, so you can talk with the enemy team and you can talk with your allies. You will also get a chance to honor your teammates according to whatever they are. That's not too hard to explain. I'm not going to do that on this episode, but I just want to let you see exactly how to do certain things, such as building items, CSing, and kind of getting a basic idea of the League of Legends game. So I guess if that's it for today, if you want me to be able to do any more, if you want me to explain anything in specifics, please let me know. I don't know if I'm going to really be doing these too much anymore. It's just kind of a thing that I kind of decided I needed to do, and I felt like I kind of looked around and I didn't really see any. I found a few, but they're kind of old. They're not the new ones. Yeah. Anyways, catch you on the flip side, guys. Laters.